Oh shit!
This is Oscar-worthy in dashcam terms. 5 seconds and 2 cars got totaled and the 2 bystanders got out of harm's way just in time. Truly a masterpiece. Unfortunately, there is nothing the camera could have done to avoid this. It was a blind turn, an illegal U-turn, with no turn signal. This crash totaled the camera's vehicle. The driver that couldn't be bothered to wait another 5 seconds for the ambulance was dished up some instant justice by the karma cop. It's a miracle that everyone was okay and had no serious injuries. The wrong way driver was very old, possibly over 80. Something should have been done to make seniors take yearly driving tests for their safety and everyone else's. The other driver didn't stop until after the camera pursued her. She claimed her insurance and driver's license were at home, and the officers on the phone with the camera instructed the camera not to pursue her and just let it be. One drives too fast and the other drives too slow. Together, they both become idiots in unison on the road. It looks like the emergency delivery of wind chimes never made it on time. One dumb move starts a whole bunch of road mayhem as seen here. Eyes should always be on traffic and not on the phone, and always check mirrors and blind spots prior to changing lanes. The truck driver must have thought that since he had 4-wheel drive, he could overtake any terrain. Little did he know that no matter what gear you have, nothing can get traction on frozen, solid ice. This clip is a great PSA to please clear your cars of snow properly before driving. This piece of ice from a car slammed into the camera's windshield, absolutely destroying it. It's astonishing to hear that the drivers that were hit by the semi walked out of the accident fine. The side airbags definitely saved their life. I want to see the footage where the Corvette driver shows the police officer all the damage from a rubber tire hitting a plastic bumper at 0.01 miles per hour. Thankfully, the camera had a dash cam to prove his innocence.
On exit 14.
The other driver claimed this accident was the camera's fault because the camera didn't slow down to let him in. Thanks to dashcam footage, the insurance claim was much easier to submit. The turning driver failed to check his mirrors and blind spots and blindly turned with zero regard to anyone or anything, resulting in this crash. This distracted driver crashed into the backyard. Thankfully, the house was vacant and no one got injured. This elderly driver wasn't paying attention and ran a red, totaling the camera's car. She tried to tell the police that she had a yellow, but thanks to dashcam footage, the camera was proven innocent. Brake checking a semi is one of the stupidest things one could do on the road. Even if it's for an attempt to insurance fraud, it's hard to spend insurance money from a casket. The camera was running late and decided to grab a quick cup of coffee. Well, it's suffice to say that he did not get his coffee, but was very awake after this. The other driver did admit fault, claiming that he didn't see the camera. The other driver asked the camera why he cut him off. The other driver then said, "Oh, your car can record?" It's suffice to say, at that moment, the other driver knew that he messed up. At first, I thought for sure they were going to slam into that dumpster, but instead they slam into the sidewalk, demolishing the radiator. The dump truck driver did not care that he was brake checked. He had places to go regardless of what was in his path.
Oh, God. It was a lot for he was a high schooler at the time. You know, I had just passed Mossad selection. All right. We have to do this. Welcome to...
This cheap dashcam saved the camera thousands of dollars in damages. Initially, the camera was going to be at fault, but after submitting dashcam footage, the other insurance company foot the bill. The camera's life flashed before his very eyes in this incident. It's as if that driver waited for the camera to get close before he proceeded.
It was the final glimpse of the Hindenburg. Inside the silver envelope are 16 separate gas bags. Highly inflammable gas.
No. The camera braked too late on ice, saying no an astounding 40 times before making an incredible save. It's ironic that the radio host was talking about the Hindenburg disaster throughout this whole thing. I'd argue both drivers are foolish here. The camera tried to illegally overtake and the other driver tried to box him in, causing him to crash. Looks like it was a 2-for-1 special.
Along the west coast were first routed to Philadelphia, Boston, or some other point across the continent.
The semi was desperate to get into the camera's lane, nearly forcing him off the road. Whatever you do, always speed up and overtake a semi. Never ride in their blind spots, as it's a recipe for disaster. This is exactly why one should not speed on an icy or snowy road. The driver behind the camera was and collided with the camera, causing a pileup. I guess that driver was desperate for some Popeye's chicken and found an unconventional way to get into the drive-thru. Are you a Popeyes or KFC fan, and why? Let me know in the comments down below. This driver made an illegal U-turn from the far right lane, totaling the camera's vehicle. The other driver apologized, admit fault, and exchanged information. Yes, as you would have guessed, this driver had the audacity to blame this accident on the camera. Thanks to dashcam footage, the other driver was at fault. The camera would most likely be at fault for not maintaining a safe following distance and for not stopping in time.